Our title is Petsa De Peligro.
Yes.
Are you aware with the Petsa De Peligro?
Are you familiar with the term?
Is even
a little
something-
bit. If you could explain. If you could explain
Yeah,
it.
No,
sure.
to me,
I'm
please.
not familiar.
The Petsa De Peligro is where I'm at right now. So Petsa De Peligro happens for the corporate people here in the Philippines.
Usually. but
Usually the ones who are expecting salaries every twice a month.
Okay.
every
So,
payroll cut
even
off.
like the days before you get your salary, you have the Petsa De Peligro. It means the hardest part of the month,
Got
since
it.
the money is running out
Yeah.
and you're literally trying to hang by a thread.
Yeah.
And waiting for your paycheck.
Yeah.
Right,
So that's
got it,
what the
That's
got
their Petsa De
Got
Peligro.
it.
Petsa De
it.
Peligro is.
Got it.
So
A crucial
I personally
day.
experienced it before I became a content creator.
Mhm.
I used to work in a corporate job, and then, bro, it's I don't even. I'm even crying by just thinking about it.
It's a grind for sure.
It's very challenging. And you as well. If you're going,
Yeah. No,
Yes.
just no. No more explanation. No.
yeah. So that's pretty much what the Petsa De Peligro is.
Cool.
What about you? You've mentioned that you've worked for.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, in the
earlier
work.
in my career, things were tricky. As I mentioned before, I mean, fight life. Sometimes you're going from fight to fight. You're just living from. I mean, it's not a monthly paycheck like that, but really, it's like from fight to fight, right? So you're trying to
It's
fight as
different.
much as possible, right? And if you get injured, then you're screwed too, because then you can't fight, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, those are the ups and downs with fight sports. Sometimes you're just struggling and you're looking for the next fight, and then sometimes if you need the money too, you'll take fights even though you're not in the best shape. Or you have an injury, but you're like, but need the money, and also the ego as a fighter too. You're still kind of like, no, I could do it. I could beat this guy,
So
but
there's no any restrictions. Say you have like an injury, and then you can still join the competition.
no, they don't check you. I mean, they do the regular medical tests, like they do your eye check, they do blood work, they do MRI, like a scan for your head and everything, just to make sure you don't have concussions.
Fit to fight certification.
Yeah.
Instead of
Yes,
fit to
yes.
work.
Fit to work.
Yeah. But they won't check stuff like, like shoulder injuries or knee injuries. And those
okay.
things, like, you can disguise. They can't check your whole body, and do like a scan for everything.
More on a general.
Yeah.
part.
So that's the case with, that's happened with quite a lot of fighters, like over the years, where they've taken fights and they're not in their best shape and they're just doing it for like the paycheck, So that's one of the challenges of fight sports.
How are you doing your budgeting before, let's say, for your food? Oh, I have a question. I understand that you have your family now.
Yes.
You had your family and then you were fighting as well. So how were you doing when it comes to the budgeting?
Yeah, I mean, well, my wife's better at that stuff. She handles some of the yes.
Hi,
My wife is on
wifey.
the line. Hi, Mrs. Mugen.
Explain the budget. Family budget.
Yes.
Can you show us the pie chart?
Of the family. Okay.
So right now we're constructing our house in Baguio. My wife and my kids are in Baguio, and I used to spend more time in Baguio, but then when I joined the Philippine national team for Sambo, I had to base myself in Manila because I'm on payroll from PSC, and also I have mandatory training, 3-4 times a week. So I really have to be based here in Manila. So we make it work. Either they come down to see me or I go up to see them, and we do video chat almost every day. So yeah, my wife, she's better with the finances, and
You just leave it to her.
yeah,
You just
basically,
leave it.
something
fight.
like that. I just fight and send her the money. Yeah.
You're literally fighting for your
Fighting for your family's life.
Yes.
I hope someone could do that for me.
Yeah. Maybe Mark knows
Oh,
someone.
me,
And then
me,
him.
me. Right now, after the physical Asia, so do you have like more of an endorsements?
Yes.
Yes.
Family.
And how was it?
Yeah. I have some projects lined up, and I've been doing some shoots since I got back. It was kind of crazy. It's funny. I was in Vietnam on vacation in Hanoi with my family when the first set of episodes aired.
Okay.
And I was drinking and just like, I was drinking beer and like, just on vacation, relaxing. And then my phone started to blow up and I started getting calls for different deals and stuff. And I'm like, oh no, I got to get in shape fast, So, I mean, I never let myself get too far out of shape, but there was a bit of panic because I was like beer in hand and drinking. And I'm like, oh no. And I have 1 week and I got to like be like, bring the same shape that I had on the show, something like that.
Yeah, that's when the handler comes in.
yes.
Yeah, leave that to your handler. So fight for your handler.
And fight your handler. Fight your handler.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
Don't do that.
Sorry, Mark. For people who also wants to do that kind of sports, what's your sports? MMA and Sambo.
Yes, MMA and Sambo. Yes. So I do combat Sambo and sports Sambo with the Philippine team. They're both combat sports. Combat Sambo is like MMA. There's punches, kicks, headbutts. Sports Sambo is only grappling, no strikes.
So Sambo is more bloody.
Yeah. Well, combat Sambo is more bloody because you have headbutts, which is pretty crazy. yeah. Headbutts are in combat Sambo. That's the interesting thing about combat Sambo. So I do 2 sports. I do, 3 sports. Combat Sambo, sports Sambo, but they're both Sambo, and then MMA. So, but it's all combat sport.
Okay. For the recovery part, when you get injured, that's your own budget. You need.
Yes. Yeah. That's a good question. A lot of, I mean, if you're signed with a promotion like the UFC, they actually won't cover your medical costs unless you get injured in the fight itself. And a lot of promotions are like that. A lot of the top promotions, smaller promotions, sometimes they won't even cover if you get injured in the fight. But big promotions like the UFC One Championship, if you get injured in the fight, then they'll cover the hospital bill. So they're actually the funny story about that is that there are some fighters that actually go into fights injured and then they pretend that the injury was from the fight. So the UFC will cover. So the UFC will cover their surgery for their shoulder or their knee, which already needed surgery before the fight, and that's real. That actually happens. Yeah, that happens. That's one of the struggles with injuries and with fighters.
So you need budget for training.
You need budget for training.
Budget for recovery.
Yes, for massages.
And then for the meal prep.
Meal prep.
How do you do that for the meal prep?
I like to do meal prep on Sundays. I like to just
for the whole week.
It's still me that does it. Yeah, like
So you go to the grocery.
I'll go to the grocery. I'll depending on how much weight I have to lose, I'll have to buy healthy food. But like that's the problem, right? Healthy food is expensive, right?
Yes.
That's why fast food is cheaper, right? But you can't diet and perform on fast food, right? So, I'll go to the grocery. I'll meal prep for like a week in advance and just put it in Tupperware, something like that.
As an athlete, you would also need to be a dietitian, a little bit of a dietitian as well.
Yeah, you need to learn that.
And to learn your body.
Yes, because everyone's body is different too, right? So you need to figure that out just through trial and error and hopefully you can learn from some good mentors and stuff.
Yeah.
I just learned from wrestling because in wrestling you have to diet a lot. So I was already dieting, losing weight when I was 10 years old. I was already losing like 2 kilos when I was like 10 years old. Yeah. So quite used to it. But that's because that's wrestling culture. Wrestling, you're always losing weight and going to different weight classes for competitions. So I started at a young age. So because of that, I learned about diet quite early.
And then it's also going to be a different story for MMA. When it comes to your weight situation.
Yeah, well, MMA is similar to wrestling in that, like I walk around at about 76 kilos. When I fight in MMA, I fight at 66 kilos. So I lose 10 kilos before every fight. And I'll do 5 kilos of that through dieting. And the other 5 kilos I'll do just through sauna and water weight, like 24 hours or 2 days before the weigh-ins.
Ooh, is it really effective for you to lose weight through sauna?
Yeah, but it's you have to understand it's not for real weight loss. It's just temporary water dehydration, just to cheat the scale, basically, for that one moment on the scale. And then right after I make weight on the scale, I drink a ton of Pocari water, coconut water, whatever, and then I've gained all the weight back. So it's really just for that. But if you have like a photo shoot or a video shoot and you want to look good and you want your abs to pop and you want your jawline to come out, then go to the sauna. But but your energy will be low, of course, because so
Yes.
you have to be
You've lost a lot of
mentally strong, have some espresso shots or whatever, because you are dehydrating your body and you're going to be tired after doing like 2
I
hours.
love
in
that.
Fit.
sauna.
I love that. If you're gonna have a photo shoot, do a sauna.
Yeah, I know that's a
first.
hack. That's a hack. But
That's
don't drink water after the sauna because that takes away the whole point,
Yeah,
right? So it's
okay.
really you're there
It
just to
defeats its
dehydrate.
purpose.
Defeats its purpose, exactly.
Let's do that every day.
And
We'll
I have done that before actually. Like gone to the sauna before photo shoots because I have had some last minute calls like 2 days before a photo shoot and I'm
Yeah.
out of shape and so it does work.
Photo shoots are exhausting as well.
Yeah.
Can be
Sometimes
Thanks
it's
for
really
that hack.
exhausting. Yeah. Well, noted.
Noted. No more facials for
That's
us.
very yes.
Tipid hacks. You know the tipid tips?
No, what's that?
How
Let's
you
not
save
talk about
money.
each other.
It's like how you save
It's
money tip.
Okay,
Tipid. Yeah.
got it.
Tipid. It's your tips for saving money.
Tips for saving
Tipid
money.
Tips.
Okay.
Did you even experience any struggle, budgeting your money growing up, or what as you move along with your journey as a fighter?
No, definitely. There were some times pandemic was hard.
Oh yeah.
Pandemic was difficult. I was teaching during pandemic, doing personal training and some online classes, and I think pandemic was hard for everyone. Especially. And then I got my break during the pandemic when I got signed by the UFC. But like before that, all sports promotions around the world like froze and stopped, right? So up until I got signed by the UFC, it was difficult budgeting and like figuring out where the next paycheck would come from.
Yeah. I think a pandemic really took a toll on us, on
Yeah.
everyone.
Uy. Huwag kang magpapapetsa de peligro sa content. Kung biting ka sa kwentuhan, punta na sa YouTube, Spotify at Apple Podcasts para mapakinggan ang buong episodes ng Petsa de Peligro. Kompleto yan. May funny highlights, seryosong tips, at mga discarding pwedeng makatulong sa'yo before swallow day. Kaya mo maging mas wise. Check us out sa lahat ng social media platforms. Follow Union Digital sa lahat ng social media platforms. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Petsa de Peligro bago maubos ang mobile data mo.